Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome Scott Perry, the superintendent from the Southern Oregon Education Service District. Scott, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us, in case anyone's watching at home and they aren't familiar with the Southern Oregon Education Service District does, what do you guys do there?
Well, I appreciate the chance to talk about this because a lot of people don't understand what Southern Oregon Education Service District does. We're actually a pretty large organization, about 300 employees, and we provide support to school districts in Josephine, Jackson, and Klamath County. The people that do know what we do, if you're a parent of a child who is blind and that child needs Braille services in the school, or a child who's deaf and they need interpreter services, if you're a teacher who needs a video camera installed in the classroom or a projector, if you're a school district and you're having trouble with your network services for your computers, all of those folks know what the ESD does. We do a lot of services that are in the background, a lot of special education services, and we also have a number of programs where we train teachers in the latest strategies for math instruction, language instruction, literature instruction, those kinds of things. Southern Oregon ESD has services in really 3 main areas: special education, technology, and school improvement. And we provide really a host of services in those areas, but a lot of it's background, so people don't see. It's just like here at the newsroom, we tend to see you anchors a lot, but there's a lot of people that are supporting what you do to make it all work, and that's really what the ESD is about, is providing a lot of services that make things work for the region. ESDs were created, actually something like an ESD has been in existence for years and years in Oregon, but in the 70s the current ESD system was created with the idea of providing services where it makes sense to provide those services on a regional basis. It's more efficient and more effective to provide it on a regional basis. So kind of in a nutshell, that's what we do and that's what we're about. And I think the school districts see us as an essential part of their team to make things work for kids.
Very good. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with Scott in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Scott Perry, the superintendent of the Southern Oregon Education Service District. Scott, you guys recently just got a grant for a pilot project. Tell us about this.
Now, actually, it's a grant for the entire region. One other function of education service districts is we tend to perform a kind of a leadership role for the region, because we deal with multiple school districts and multiple agencies, and so oftentimes we're involved in a regional leadership kinds of things. For example, I meet every month with all the superintendents of the school districts, and I facilitate the meeting where we talk about regional issues. Our technology folks meet with all the technology people in the region, special education, that kind of thing. And in this particular instance, we're actually working with the Job Council, with multiple school districts, and with really a whole variety of other agencies, and looking at what can we do all together to help improve student performance, graduation rates, ensure that students go on to post-secondary education experiences. And so we've identified some targets as a region, and we're working to see how can we work across our various agencies and groups to all work together with business in accomplishing some of those goals. And the state found out about that. They're very interested in what they're calling regional student achievement collaboratives. And they approached us and said, we would like to have you pilot this kind of work in the state. They've selected several other pilots. And so we've received a grant, some dollars, some opportunities for expertise, and we're very excited about it. It's really a chance to bring multiple people together to work on behalf of kids.
Yeah, and speaking on behalf of kids, I can't help but notice the YES button you're wearing. Tell us about your involvement with the YES project.
That's right. Well, it's back to the ESD as kind of a regional leader and interfacing with all the school districts. When the general manager here at KOBI, Bob Wise, was talking about this YES project and this YES initiative. He wanted to connect with schools. Naturally, the first place he would call was the ESD, because we've got connection with all the school districts. And so I've had a chance to work with Bob on the YES project in terms of its inception and getting it to roll out. And we're avid supporters. The YES project has done so much for many schools in this region. school districts, I can speak on behalf of all the superintendents. We really appreciate the support of KOBI-5 and the businesses that support the YES project, because it's really doing a lot of good for kids.
Yeah, and we definitely want to thank you for your support. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pleasure to
Appreciate
meet
the
you, Scott.
chance.
Our pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.